What's up, you guys? I can't wait to show you this plank variation today. It is one of my favorites. It's so much fun to do, but it's so challenging. It's called the ABC plank. And as its name implies, you're going to be dealing with letters of the alphabet while doing a plank. And you're probably thinking, how the heck am I going to do that? I'm going to show you. And what's really cool about this exercise is that there are various stages of progression to get to the actual writing of the letters. And so I recommend and encourage everyone to start at the first level and work up through the second level and then to the actual writing of the letters of the alphabet. Okay, I'm going to show you the whole thing so you know exactly what to do. So to start off, we're going to be in a plank on our elbows and toes. Elbows are going to be on the ball, and this ball is a little underinflated, which is going to make this even a little bit more challenging. It's an unstable surface to begin with, but when it's underinflated, it becomes mushy and it's even more unstable. So that's going to add a little extra challenge. But the first stage, the first progression for this is to just hold a plank on a stability ball. Elbows on the ball, toes on the floor in a really good solid plank position. Okay, so that's going to look like this. So you want to engage your glutes, you want to brace your abs, and you want to send your shoulders back and down, just like in a regular plank. Now, what I see a lot of people do is when they start to get tired, they come down into their elbows like this. I want you to be tall out of your elbows, almost at 90 degrees at your elbows, as close as you can get. And if you can watch carefully, this ball is shaking. It's really tough to keep everything engaged and still here. But just holding this plank on the ball for like 20 seconds and then build to 30, maybe even a little bit more than that. And that's the first level, is get really, really solid with a plank position with your elbows on a ball, okay? The next position, the next progression is same position. You're gonna be in an elbow toe plank, but now we're gonna move the ball around just a little bit so you get used to what that is like. Some people would call that stir the soup or stir the pot or whatever. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna get back into the plank position and we're just gonna move the ball around in a circle or whatever direction with our forearms without our body going all over the place. So we want our body to remain still as possible, while this is doing all the movement, this is engaged and still, okay? So it's gonna look like this. So we're in our plank, we're engaged at the abs and the glutes and our shoulders, and now we're just gonna move the ball around. And if you watch, my body's really tight and still, not moving. I don't wanna see that. Okay, everything is engaged and still, and you're just moving the forearms and getting the ball moving around, you getting used to that and the challenge that comes with this. That's super, super hard just to do that. Once you get that down, then you're ready to write the letters. So what I mean by writing the letters of the alphabet is you're going to be on your forearms on the ball, and you're actually going to, with your forearms, kind of write out the letters. You're going to move the ball in the shape of the letters. Now, what's really interesting about this, at least for me, when I started doing this, it takes me right back to how I actually write on a piece of paper. And sometimes when I write, I will like retrace some of my letters just as a rhythm or a flow of writing. And that's not even writing in cursive. I mean, it's writing just regular print, capital letters. And I will sometimes retrace a letter just to finish it out or something like that. I do the exact same thing when I write letters here on the ball. It's crazy because that adds more time. So it's kind of dumb to do, but I just do it out of habit, out of instinct. So I'm curious when you try this if you're the same way. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. So I make it a little bit harder than it really needs to be. But that's how I write letters, and that's how I do it on here. So writing these letters are super, super challenging. You want to keep your body still, and you're gonna just write with your forearms. Now, I would not, you're not gonna write the whole alphabet at the beginning. Go like five letters or even a couple letters, it just doesn't matter. Start small and add letters as you go, and maybe then work up to A through M. And once you can do A through M and you're really strong there, go N through Z. And then when you're really strong N through Z, then you try the whole alphabet, okay? But start small. So I'm gonna write some letters for you right now so you see me write write them. And then I'm going to tell you which letters I'm doing so you can kind of look and see if you can sort of tell. I don't know if you can really tell from this angle, but I'll tell you what letters I'm writing as I go, okay? All right. So here we are, we're ready? Okay, so I'm going to do a capital A, up and around, and a B. So we got the first one and the second one. A C starting at the bottom and up. A D. Here's my E. This one's really funky because I retrace all of these little guys. Here's my F. Retrace again. And here's my G. Now, a couple things to notice. Oh, I don't know if you could really notice, but some of the letters started from the bottom, some started from the top. That was just a flow for how I was, where I ended one letter with the ball and started the next. It was easy for my brain to do it that way. The other thing I wanted you to notice is that my body wasn't moving hardly at all. I was super engaged, and it became really, really difficult to control this as I'm writing the letters. So basically, this exercise just creates a ton of instability, and your body has to engage everything to keep this ball from rolling away and from you falling all over the place. So it's going to build a super, super strong core. It's fun to add letters and to see how you're going to write these. I mean, this one's great, and because there are progressions to it as well, it makes it really accessible. So just to kind of go back, the first progression of this exercise is to just hold a plank with your forearms on the ball, toes on the ground, and you want to sit tall. You don't want to scrunch down into your elbows. Sit tall out of your elbows and hold that. Practice holding that 20 to 30 seconds, something like that. The next progression is to get in that same position in a nice tall plank on the ball and just do a stir the pot, kind of big circular motions going both directions, getting used to moving the ball with your forearms. Do that 8 times, something like that, each direction. Just get used to moving that ball and get really solid with that. Then you're ready to write some letters. Pick maybe 3 or 4 letters to write at the beginning, and make sure you're tall, and make sure you're not, collapsing at the belly, but you're sitting nice and tall, and you're squeezing your glutes and bracing your abs, okay? And then add some more letters. Progress to A through M. Once you get that, go N through Z, and then put it all together for an entire alphabet. You guys, this one is brutal. I will do this probably. I'll do the whole alphabet probably twice. I've done it a couple times in workouts where I've done it 3 times, but most of the time 2 times is plenty because it's super, super challenging. But anyway, give this a try, work through all the progressions, and when you get to the writing piece, please let me know how you write. I want to know if I'm alone in this, if I am the only person on the planet that retraces my letters. So have fun with this. If you have any questions about the progressions or any of it, plop them down below or send me a message anytime, okay? I am always here to help. So have a great day, you guys, and have fun with writing your alphabet.